evening, everyone, and, we'll let you enjoy the rest of the starting lineups here, and then we'll get you set for the second game of our doubleheader. Second game of our doubleheader tonight, and it's the Aggies and the Knights on the men's side. Delaware Valley coming into tonight, riding a 3-game winning streak, which followed a 4-game losing streak, which followed a 4-game winning streak. So the Aggies hope to keep streaking in the right direction. The team they're meeting tonight, well, it's a team that beat them by a surprising margin the first time around. Arcadia defeated Delaware Valley 83-57 back on December the 8th. Why was that surprising? Because Arcadia was 0-9 at the time. Since then, the Knights have won 7 of their last 11 and have got themselves right in the thick of the race for a home conference playoff game. We're assuming that the top 4 teams in the conference will get a home game. Every team will make the conference. Neither of these 2 teams would be in danger of playing in the play-in game of 8 versus 9. But if the Aggies can get a win here and split with Arcadia, having already swept Misericordia, then they would have some tiebreaker advantages if it comes down to that. Other factor, rest of the schedule for Delaware Valley after tonight is very difficult. Rest of the schedule after tonight for Arcadia, much less so. So we are underway. We'll work in your starters as we call the action for you. This is the sophomore guard from West Orange, New Jersey, Godley Mark, and he finds the senior guard from Solebury, Pennsylvania, Matt Paulus. Rest of the starters for Delaware Valley, Jordan Gomes, there's an easy 2 for Arcadia, Nestor Diaz, and Francis Robles Montas. We'll get you the Arcadia starters in a moment. That was Jaylen Watkins with a very early dunk. 3-2 Del Val, just underway here. Nestor Diaz for Francis Robles Montas. And this is the freshman Gomes, who's played very well, but has it ripped right there by Justin Money. Down the floor, floater up, no good, follow, no good, and Jordan Gomes with the rebound. Well, eventually the Knights are going to touch the ball long enough for us to tell you who their starters are. Let's see if it's this time. Nas Johnson up in front of the pack, and Johnson lays it up and in. Well, I'm just going to tell you who they are. Nas Johnson along with Gabe Keir. Nas a freshman, Gabe a senior. Graduate student Samuel Majekadumi from Staten Island rounds out the backcourt. Justin Money and Jaylen Watkins, the Knights' top 2 players, they're the front court. 4-3 Arcadia early on. Jordan Gomes has it poked away. Remains Delaware Valley ball. Early thoughts, Eric?
Well, we're going to have a quick one tonight, so it looks like up and down the floor. I'm
not going to need that shot clock.
Yeah, you're going to need a bottle of water already in the first minute and a half. So, but one quick thing to point out, Matt Paulus hit an early 3. He actually scored 5 3-pointers, which tied a career high against Kings, which was our last game. So he's off to already a good start.
Jordan Gomes, an aggressive take. A couple of shots already early on. Knights, Nas Johnson throws it to nobody in particular, but Justin Money chases it down. Money, a junior guard from Wilmington, Delaware. Started every one of the Knights' 21 games. Shot up, good, count it, and going to the line is Jaylen Watkins. Watkins, the team leading scorer, rebounder, shot blocker, and shooter in terms of field goal percentage. Averaging a double-double, 13 points, 11 rebounds, and has a chance to get to 5 points very quickly. 18th game of the year for Watkins, 16th start.
Yeah, and Watkins is actually one of only 3 players to average a double-double in the year. So, like I said early on, he's explosive, he's strong, and he's going to be a tough guard. Because he's 6'6". There's no one really other than Thomas Ibidapa who's on the bench to start this game that is even close to that size. So, we'll see what they do defensively to guard him.
7-3 Arcadia. Watkins was 5 points early on. Good pass. Diaz can't handle it, though, and here comes Nas Johnson back the other way. Johnson with a zip to Gabe Keir. Keir kicks out. Johnson rotated around. Money for 3. And it's not Money. It's a miss. Matt Paulus with the rebound. Godly Mark down the floor. Tough floater, but it falls. And Watkins catches Gomes sleeping, and whoops.
He's going to be fun to watch all night, 100%. I mean,
got a smile on his face.
You don't see a lot of D3 basketball players dunking, and he's already attempted to, and had one with authority and missed there. But it's going to be a fun watch of him, just if you're a basketball fan, to watch.
Godly Mark, Aggies' leading three-point shooter, although that one is way off. Aggies will make a couple of quick substitutions. Pernell Gee, who did not start this game, checks in. Replaces Robles Montas. Godly Mark heads to the bench. He's replaced by Richard Thomas. And Matt Paulus heads to the bench. He's replaced by Ryan Black. Watkins open momentarily. The Aggies are going to put Richard Thomas, who gives up about a foot on Watkins. That's the matchup right there. Diaz for Johnson. 7-5 Arcadia early on. Watkins posting up. Wow, I don't know how Money got to that. Nice catch. And that is a blocking foul on Nestor Diaz. And 2 free throws coming here for Justin Money.
And again, we're going to say it right now, Arcadia, just like for the women's, they have a lot of size compared to Del Val. So we're going to see what they're going to be able to do. I mean, Del Val, unlike the women's, the men's team, unlike the women's team, they do love to run, and we'll see if their speed is able to counter their length and their height. But so far, Arcadia's done a good job controlling the pace of the game.
Justin Money misses the first free throw. He's a 68% free throw shooter on the season, averaging 11.5 points per game. And Money with his first point of tonight. 8-5 Arcadia. Delaware Valley with another substitute. Edward Jones checks into the game. This is Gee, who's the Aggies' leading scorer, and he throws it away. Taken away by Gabe Keir. Keir with the Euro step. Shot no good. Tip goes, ball blocked. Watkins the rebound. His shot is deflected away. And Arcadia will get it to Majekadumi for 3, and that is good. Majekadumi, a 24% three-point shooter, and the Knights with an 11-5 lead.
Well, unfortunately for the Aggies, Edward Jones had a great defensive possession there. I think 2 blocks, almost a rebound. I mean, he did everything he could there, but Arcadia did a good job finding open three-point man, and they drained it. And an early timeout already from Coach K.
Mohamed Kaba, first-year coach here at Delaware Valley, a 4-year assistant at East Stroudsburg, which means these are 2 coaches who saw each other in their last stop. Kaba, the assistant at East Stroudsburg, that's a Division II school in what's called the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. Another school in that conference, Millersville, where Adam Van Zelst was an assistant. Van Zelst, the head coach of Arcadia. And, of course, Millersville's current head coach is Casey Stitzel, who won 3 conference championships here at Delaware Valley not too long ago. Knights will inbound the ball. Watkins, Johnson, Majekadumi, Keir, and Money, the 5 starters for Van Zelst on the floor. Van Zelst in his 3rd year with the Knights, 30-28. Arcadia to beat Delaware Valley in both of their matchups last year, and a steal.
He might get a technical for that. He dunked the ball after that whistle. Nope, they're going to ignore it.
First foul of the game on Pernell Gee. And Gee gets beat there as Justin Money gets to his spot. What do you make of the fact that Pernell, the Aggies' leading scorer and rebounder, did not start?
I thought that was very interesting. Unfortunately, we didn't get on the air long enough to really talk about it because, again, they were running up and down the court so fast. So I'm not too sure if that's, just worried about him with the foul problems he has and just trying to, save him a little bit. But maybe they saw a matchup that they wanted to try to exploit. But obviously, Coach K brought him in within like 2 or 3 minutes of the start of the game. So whatever their game plan was, didn't work out right away.
Nas Johnson for Keir. Watkins spins it into the double team, and Gee takes it away briefly. Watkins gets it back. 3 on the way. Up and good. Gabe Keir for 3. 30% three-point shooter. Knights as a team shoot 36%. And they're out to a 16-5 lead, and another timeout taken by Del Val. It is a full.
They got to figure out what they're going to do with Watkins. He's going to just be killing him all game at this point. I mean, Purnell did come up with that steal, but as you can see, that caused a double team. And when he was lucky enough to get his own loose ball and able to find that wide open 3. So I don't know. Maybe Purnell's the answer. I mean, Purnell is 6'4", so he's not too undersized, against Watkins. But I think they have currently a 6'1" on him right now. So. And he's just getting bullied ball down there. So
this is one of 4 conference games tonight, the other 4 in the Freedom Conference. The top game is Stevens and DeSales. That game will get off to a later start because the women's game finished late. DeSales won the women's matchup. Mr. Arcadia and Wilkes in Edwardsville. And then Kings hosting Lycoming. Aggies with a 7-65 win at Kings College on Saturday. Aggies down 16-5. Knights shooting 54%. 2 of 3 from the three-point line. Almost a carbon copy of the women's game, the way that one started.
Now here's an interesting matchup. Number 24 for Del Val Aggies, Thomas Ibadapo checks in for the first time. He's going to be their best chance to really guard Watkins, but he's more of a slow forward. No disrespect to Ibadapo, but that's just his game. And Watkins is a very quick, explosive player. So I'm assuming, he's already matched up against Watkins. So we'll see if he can keep his own against Watkins.
Into the game, a guy to keep your eye on. Number 11 for the Knights, that's Dom Vasquez. He's shooting 49% from 3.
Wow.
Keir, good. 4 straight for Keir. Knights by 13 early. Mark gets the ball back. Paulus for 3. No. Ibadapo unable to get to the rebound. Watkins saves it. And here comes Majekadumi. Majekadumi puts it over the defense. No good. Rebound, Nestor Diaz. Aggies looking to run. Mark. Tough shot. No good. Justin Money will pick up the foul. That is his first. And the team's first. And free throws coming here for Mark. Mark on the season. 64% free throw shooter. First one is good. Second one coming. Knights bring in a couple of substitutions. Majekadumi to the bench. And first action of the night for DJ Gardner, a senior from Easton. Right on the border of Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Mark drops them both home. He's got 4. Aggies down 11. Vasquez. Nobody home.
Gordon, sorry to cut you off there, but that is what the Aggies love to do. They play full court press. They like to trap in the back, and sometimes leads to turnover, sometimes leads to open man down the floor, but right there it led to an Arcadia turnover.
Aggies try and get this to single digits. Mark for three. No, and Watkins with another rebound. He's got 5 already. Up and good for Jaylen Watkins. Nestor Diaz drives in and gives it up. Here, one-on-one, and Francis Robles Montas gets the ball and a whole lot of the body.
Early turnover problems for the Aggies leads to a lot of fast break chances for the Arcadia Knights, and usually that's the other way around for the Aggies. They're getting a taste of their own medicine, and don't think they're too fond of it.
Yeah, the Aggies on the season have a +5 advantage in terms of turnovers on their opponents. Their opponents turning it over 21 times per game. They're turned it over just 15. But to start the game, the Aggies have 1 assist and 6 turnovers. The Knights have 7 assists and 1 turnover. And Ewan's Lazima checks in for Delaware Valley. Lazima, junior guard from Bayonne, New Jersey. Open 3. Good. That's DJ Gardner for 3. And the Aggies down 16. Last touch by Majekadumi, who got a very short break before returning. Knights bring another substitute in. It's Trey DeGuglielmo, freshman from Boyertown. He's number 25. He replaces Watkins. Gets a well-deserved break. Lazima. Paulus for 2. Paulus, the team's leading scorer at Kings on Saturday. 23-19 Arcadia. And Vasquez with his second turnover. No, and then blows the layup and misses the rebound.
He was expecting contact there and kind of put himself in a weird position with his body, and fast break though for the Aggies.
Good steal from Nestor Diaz. Shot, no, and taken away by the Knights. Majekadumi, open 3. Gabe Keir, yes, sir. And Coach K is going to run out of timeouts here in the first half. That's the 3rd already. The Knights are 4 for 6 from 3, and they lead 26-9.
Let me know if you need a break, Gordon, with all this up and down action going so fast. I've never seen 2 teams just love to run the floor as fast as they do.
Arcadia comes into tonight 6-5 in conference. 4-6 at home at the Cook Center, which is, I think it's the nicest gym in the conference. It is really, really nice. Really beautiful facility there in Glenside. Also probably the newest. Aggies are 7-4 in conference. Now all of these, that's 7-4 with the asterisk of the fact that it's includes all of the games that were, we'll call them COVID forfeits. Aggies have wins in terms of forfeits against Stevens and Wilkes this year, games that were not played. Pernell Gee. Yes. Nice turnaround jump hook there for Gee. His first 2 points. Aggies down 15. Justin Money breaks the press and throws it away.
And with the Aggies down by 15 already to start this game, you're going to need Pernell Gee to be disciplined with this foul trouble because he is their leading scorer, I believe, still.
Yep.
Yeah, so you're going to need him to be disciplined here because they're going to need every ounce of him.
Matt Paulus slashes to the hoop for 2. He's got 7. The Guglielmo thinks about a 3. Vasquez gets it to Guglielmo, and he is jarred and fouled by Matt Paulus. 5th team foul on the Aggies already, with 10:15 to play. Not a shooting foul. Matt Paulus to the bench with 1 foul. Godly Mark takes his place. Majeka Dumi, this is guard on forward here. The Guglielmo for 3, no. It was weird, his knees kind of
I was going to say,
both ways before he shot it.
They're like twitching or something, I don't know. And that's just going to be a turnover there. One of the blocking foul, but not going to get it.
Edward Jones checks in. Ewan Lazima to the bench. He looks a little hurt.
Gee, with another steal possibly.
Now, the Aggies are not efficient in the fast break. 26-13. That does go down as a steal for Gee. Gee is fouled, and he'll go to the line. Majeka Dumi, I believe, will pick it up. Yep. Sam Majeka Dumi, the grad student from Staten Island, had a real good season 2 seasons ago when Arcadia was in the other side of the corporation. This is the MAC Freedom Conference. Arcadia was a member of the MAC Commonwealth Conference. And Majeka Dumi, part of an Arcadia team that got all the way to the conference championship game before falling to Lycoming, which is also in the MAC Freedom now. So both of those teams shifted over. Gee drops them both home. He's got 4. Aggies trying to get back into this, down 26-15. Watkins has returned. Let's see if they go right back to the big guy.
They're looking for him.
Yep. Nas Johnson also back in at point guard. Nas a freshman. Majeka Dumi. Well, Watkins gets it. And misses. 4 guys on him. So somebody's got to be open. Watkins, nope. Good defense from Edward Jones.
That was great defense right there. Probably the best you can do for that mismatch.
Jones, a good 3-point shooter by percentage, no. Rebound, Nas Johnson. Johnson down the floor. His team up 11. Johnson dribbles himself into trouble. Adam Van Zelst, the former point guard himself, comes out and says, let's slow this down. Majeka Dumi hangs, no. And Watkins goes over the back of Jordan Gomes. First foul on Jaylen Watkins. Good box out by Jordan Gomes. Matt Paulus returns. Nestor Diaz to the bench. The Aggies have used 11 guys already. Knights have used 8. 8:25 to play, first half. Knights got off to a real quick start. They've hit 4 threes already. They lead by 11. Mark for Gomes. Good give and go. Godly Mark lost his footing. Got it smacked back almost down his throat by Jaylen Watkins.
Man, Watkins is fun to watch, man. I'm telling you, it's just...
You won't be surprised to learn that he's their leading shot blocker with 34 now. Jordan not going to take that shot. Robles Montas pull up, no. Rebound controlled by DJ Gardner. Watkins. Gomes looking for the charge. Officials say, no, you flopped. And 28-15, easy layup for Watkins. He's got 9 points and 6 rebounds in 9 minutes.
Talk about efficient.
Yes. Godly mark. Paulus gets the entire Arcadia defense off balance but can't hit the shot. Nas Johnson with the ball. Money for 3, and it's money. 31-15. Four different Knights have hit threes already. Robles Montas tries to answer. That is way off the mark. Majeka Dumi and all alone Justin Money for the dunk. And another timeout for Delaware Valley.
You know, if we were allowed to interview after the games, I mean, I'm sure we're allowed to, you know, go up to coach and ask him. I would love to just ask him what was the reason for keeping Purnell out of the starting lineup, and you know, his minutes have been pretty low so far, I would think, right?
Five minutes, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so he's come in early, but he's only playing like a minute or two each time, and then he's just getting subbed out right away. So
I don't know. I don't know if it's a health issue. I don't know if it's a minutes issue or, you know, load management, to use the term. I really don't know. But it has not translated to any kind of success on the floor, as Delaware Valley has been basically blown out from the moment this game started.
Yeah, and again, this is like one of those games that you really would like to have. So, I mean,
right,
load managing doesn't really make sense with me, with Purnell, but you know, maybe, like I said, maybe they were just worried about him with personal foul troubles in the first half, and they were saving for the second half. But I mean, you're down what?
18
at this point. I mean, you gotta start playing him. Even if he does pick up those fouls, you gotta cut this at least to, I would say, about 10 probably is like an ideal number by the half.
Aggies coming out of the timeout, down 18. Mark for Black. Ibadapo into the game. Ibadapo, so many times he gets his shot and he just can't hit it for some reason.
Just a little short there from Ibadapo. I mean, and it was good footwork. It was good everything. He had the position and just left it a little bit short.
That is the 16th foul on the Aggies, so from the more bad news department, Arcadia will be in the bonus for the rest of the first half. Freshman Johnson, pull-up jumper, no. Ibadapo, good box out there. D comes down with the rebound. Mark, off glass, yes. How about the fact that the Aggies did beat down the court off of every single made shot?
Yeah, they're full court press. They're not. I don't think they've seen a team that is willing to just lob it pretty much.
Well, their forwards are all faster than Del Val's forwards.
Yeah,
so it's a post pattern every time.
So they got to adjust to that. They got to maybe lay off a little bit of that full court press. I don't know, but
I saw Duke Greco, the Aggies head football coach here, and Mike Isgro. They would tell you our guys are faster than their guys, so we're just going to run a post pattern until you stop it. And that's in essence what Arcadia is doing every single time. The first time you should have been surprised. Now you should pretty clearly expect it.
And again, I would expect that with halftime adjustments. I mean, you would expect it hopefully sooner, but it better be coming out at halftime, or else they're just going to keep killing you all game with it.
35-17. Watkins is approaching a double-double already. Mark high off the glass for 2. Godly Mark with 8 points. Nice steal. And 2 more.
That's what you like to see from the Aggies right there. And look, you got Watkins wide
Jaylen
open.
Watkins is all alone.
And they're going to hit him right here probably. Oh, and their foul will save him from that.
It's free throws coming because that's a foul on Mark. That is Mark's 3rd. And so Mark will sit for the final 5 minutes of the first half. And Gabe Keir will head to the free throw line. Arcadia on the season. An okay free throw shooting team, 69%. Keir is 65%. And he misses the first and won't get a second. Nice move by Pernell Gee as he splashes it over the top of Justin Money.
Like I said, Pernell Gee's going to have his A game today, and so far so good. Again, Watkins all the way
He's
alone.
open in the end zone. I didn't throw it to him that time. This is Vasquez, the three-point specialist.
And I'm sure Arcadia's coaching staff is recognizing that too, and they're going to draw something up in the second half for that as well. And that is a charging foul. Nice.
Yeah. Good defensive step by Ewens Lazima. That's Money's second foul. We'll see if Van Zelst wants to sit him. Yep. He goes to the bench. And the first action of the night for the 6'4" freshman swing man from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, number 30, Cole Walker. Good steal by Johnson. Majekadumi for 2. Gee, thinking 3. Tough shot.
Wow.
Go.
And another turnover off the inbound. That's how you'll bring this game back.
Well, you said you got to get it to 10 before the half.
Problem is you still got 3 minutes left in the first half, so you better keep that foot on the pedal.
Pernell Gee with 10 points now. Godley Mark with 8. Matt Paulus with 7. And I have now mentioned everybody from Delaware Valley who scored. In the women's game, there were 3 scorers at the half. In the men's game, well, we've got 3.5 minutes to play, but there are 3 scores. Now, they have a lot more points combined.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm sorry, I missed one. Ewens Lazima has 2 points.
And Pernell Gee only 1 foul, right, so far? Or does he have 0? I thought he had at least 1.
That's a good question. He does. He has 1 foul.
So he's done good with this foul trouble. Again, it's always something to keep an eye on with him.
Yep.
And again, leading scorer, and he's showing it right now. I mean, he's had a couple nice jump shots, and again, that last layup, or that last trick shot, I would rather call it, is.
Yeah. I think that's the crossover fadeaway. I don't know what that is.
Another turnover off the inbound. Pernell just.
Oh, got it, count it, going to the line. 8-point game.
That's the 3rd time that they've inbounded the ball and had a turnover off the inbound. They just threw it right to the Aggies. But Arcadia is going to be bringing back in their big gun.
Yep, Jaylen Watkins. Majekadumi with the hard rebound there. Aggies down by 8. Arcadia. Offensive foul, if you couldn't tell, on Majekadumi, who says, yep, they got me.
Uzima has been playing a great game so far for them. I mean, he had a great one-on-one defensive stop there as well on the ball handler, and then gets a picked-up charge foul. And he's going for the drive right here, kicked out.
Gomes for three. No. Vasquez with the rebound, I believe. Yep, that's Dom Vasquez out of the pile. Majekadumi's been busy tonight. He's got 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 turnovers. Watkins.
And Aggies right away, they know that he's their leading scorer, he's a machine. And
yeah, he's not in there as a decoy. He's getting the ball.
Yeah, and they immediately just collapse him with 4 people.
Paulus off the mark. Paulus, the Aggies' leading three-point shooter, 40% on the season, but missed there. That is 1 for 4 from behind the arc to start. Aggies were down 18 at one point, have this to 8. And there's the second foul on Pernell Gee.
Yeah, he knows he probably shouldn't have done that there, especially with how well he's playing. I understand wanting to go for that steal, but you know, 2 personal fouls. Is it really worth it? Probably not.
Ryan Black checks in for Delaware Valley for Matt Paulus. It will be interesting to see who shoots now for the Aggies.
Yeah, that's what I was about to bring up. With 2 minutes and 10 seconds left, this is, again, keep this a 10-point game. It's only 9 right now. But who's going to score for the Aggies?
Yeah. On the floor, the 5 guys on the floor have so far combined for 2 points. And not very many field goal attempts either. Majekadumi hushes the crowd. He's got 7. Knights back by 10. Aggies might have got away with one there.
I think that might have been a walk there they were looking for.
Well, Lazima with a nice move just wouldn't sit for him, and instead they foul Watkins. And Watkins is a 68% free throw shooter. Lazima picks up his first. First one is good for Jaylen. He's got 13 now. Oh, 12. 1 ahead of myself. And now he's got 13. 13 points, 9 rebounds for Jaylen Watkins. We've got 1:40 to play in the first half. Gomes. No. Lazima with the loose ball. Ryan Black for 3. No. Gomes. Not sure how that's not a foul. Diaz for 3. No. And out of bounds. That should be Del Val's ball. Yep. Well, Coach K figures if we're going to fire up threes every shot, I at least want my best three-point shooter out there. So Matt Paulus comes back in. Richard Thomas will return. Lazima and Nestor Diaz goes to the bench. Black gets it inbounds. Aggies down 12. Oh! Not fair.
He is fun to watch. I'm gonna probably say that about 2 more times tonight.
Dom Vasquez is in his own head right now. He threw that to one of the football players on the sideline for Del Val.
And I will say, Del Val shooting 1 from 10 from the three-point line. I don't expect it to be that bad in the second half. So
one would hope.
You know, they're shooting this bad from the three-point line. They love to shoot. They love to shoot their threes. And here goes Levin.
Ryan Black, a 30% three-point shooter on the year, takes it down to a 9-point lead, and Gabe Keir down the floor. Knights will settle it. 17-second differential between shot and game clock. 33 seconds to play in the first half. Jekadumi. No. Watkins. Yes.
That was good help by Ibadapo initially, but no one was there to help box out Watkins there, and gets the offensive rebound. Easy putback.
8 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Paulus for Ibadapo. That is not his shot. And that is the way the first half comes to an end. The Aggies scrap back within single digits. Knights take an 11-point lead to the locker room. Your score at the end of one half: Arcadia University 43, Delaware Valley 32. Welcome back here at the half. This Delaware Valley trailing Arcadia 43-32. We'll get you some first half numbers, but first let's go around the Middle Atlantic Freedom Conference. Check in on the other 4 games that are taking place. All of these games are, well, 2 of the 3 are underway in the second half. Lone game at the break like we are is the best game of the night, as DeSales leading Stevens 27-25. At the break, low-scoring game, but DeSales looking to get back on track and maintain first place in the conference. In behind them, second place Lycoming leading Kings College 40-27. 5 minutes gone in the second half in Wilkes-Barre. And it's 36-all in nearby Edwardsville. 2 schools right next to each other, Kings and Wilkes. Wilkes and Kings both hosting. Wilkes hosting and tied with Mr. Arcadia tonight at 36 apiece. Right here, Aggies trail by 9. In that first half, Arcadia shot 55%, 5 of 7 from 3, and hit 6 of their 8 free throws. Aggies 13 of 39, that's 33%, 2 of 11 from behind the arc, that's 18%, and 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Arcadia out-rebounds Delaware Valley 23-18 in that first half. Assist to turnover ratio, Arcadia a +2, 13 assists to 11 turnovers. Delaware Valley a -4, 4 assists to 8 turnovers. Individual standouts, well, we can start with the big guy for Arcadia, Jaylen Watkins, 15 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 blocks in 16 minutes of action for the Knights. He's the leading rebounder. Other scores for Arcadia, Justin Money, who sat with foul trouble for much of the first half. He had 8 points. Gabe Keir with 8. 7 points for Sam Majekadumi, who also had 6 assists. And 3 points for DJ Gardner and 2 for Nas Johnson. For the Aggies, they were led by Pernell Gee. He had 12 points, did not start, but leads the Aggies in scoring at the break. In just 10 minutes played, he had 2 fouls. Godley Mark with 8 points. He had 3 fouls. Matt Paulus with 7. Ryan Black hit a 3 before the half ended, and Ewens Lazima, the only other scorer for the Aggies, with a layup. Aggies leading rebounder in the first half. A couple of guys had 3 apiece. Thoughts on what we saw in the first half, Eric?
Yeah, obviously didn't start out well with that big jam from Jaylen Watkins, but you know they withstand the I think the worst part of the game right there. I think they clawed it back. They're only down by 11 right now. I wanted to be down by 10, but 11, that's pretty much right where you want to be at. Again, I was very interested why Pernell Gee didn't start, and I mean, he showed you why he should be starting every game. He was very efficient from the floor, only had 2 fouls. The second one, again, I think was he was a little too excited, wanted to really take over the game himself, and you know, I think he understands that. He knew when he did it, he was a little upset with himself. So I'm hoping Pernell Gee starts second half. And again, we saw a lot of times Watkins, during the inbound, was wide open at the other end of the court. So let's see if Arcadia makes an adjustment. And you know, I'm assuming I would be very shocked if they didn't see that. And I'm assuming we'll see that a few times, them making some full court passes down the court just to their big man and letting him do work. But you know, again, Aggies didn't shoot the ball particularly great. I don't expect them to be shooting the 3-ball especially as bad as they did in the first half. So that's a good sign. I think it can't get much worse than, 2 of 11. So
right. And one would think it can't get much worse or much better for Arcadia, who was shot a really high percentage, 5 of 7 in the first half. So if both teams regress to the mean a little bit, that would be to the Aggies' advantage, but I don't think there really is an answer on Delaware Valley for Jaylen Watkins.
No, there's not going to be. The best thing you can do is just play, is pretty much just help. As soon as he gets the ball, just double team him. I mean,
hope he misses.
Like, I'm going to make an NBA example right here. Joel Embiid from Philadelphia 76ers, obviously, hometown favorite here. Immediately when he gets the ball, most good teams right away just double team him and make him pass out. And if you don't, you'll see what he can do to you. And that's the same thing with Watkins. If you let him one-on-one, he will get to that basket. It's whether or not he'll make it. But again, I think it's the best thing you can do is just double team. And you saw them immediately sent like 4 guys at one point to him. So they understand that's what they got to do, and they got to do more of that in the second half.
5 starters on the floor for Arcadia: Gabe Keir, Nas Johnson, Jaylen Watkins, Sam Ejekadumi, and Justin Money. Arcadia 6-5, Delaware Valley 7-4 officially, but that's an easy dunk for Jaylen Watkins to start the half.
Yeah, just what I said. You don't want him.
That's a high percentage shot.
You don't want him getting down low by himself or just with one person. You got to send double teams every time to him. So, but it's good to see Pernell Gee is starting the second half. Unfortunately, misses the layup there.
Quick possession for the Aggies, who had it down to 8 at one point. That shot is up, no good. Watkins tips it to himself, and the Knights will reset. 5th offensive rebound for Arcadia.
Gordon, something to watch right now is Watkins went down pretty hard on the baseline there, and he's grimacing a little bit. So I'm sure he's a tough guy. Well, he'll play through it, but just something to keep an eye on.
45-32. Justin Money left alone, and he drills it. And the Knights, who looked like they were a little shook near the end of the first half, have got this back to a 16-point lead. Largest advantage for them was 18 in the first half. Paulus for Gomes. Gomes looking for help. That guy's not on your team. Nas Johnson down the floor. And an easy 2. And the Aggies quickly burn another timeout. Well, they better hope this game doesn't come down to needing a timeout to set up a final possession, because they're down to 2 with 18:39 to play.
Yeah, and this start of the second quarter, almost a minute 30 in, and it's just like the first 10 minutes or so of the first half. I mean,
yeah, that's disappointing.
Yeah,
you got to know you're down to 11. You started very, very poorly in the first half.
And again, they looked great with like 5 or 6 minutes left, and you thought they would take that to the halftime. Get maybe some energy going, some momentum going, and unfortunately, they just came out flat. That cheerleader went pretty high too.
Yeah, that was impressive.
I was a little scared for her.
It is a rough road for the Aggies the rest of the way. They will play the top 3 teams in the conference, 2 of them on the road. They will be at Lycoming on Saturday. Then Stevens. Then they get Wilkes at home and DeSales at home. Conference standings, we'll run those down for you in a second, but it's...
Got it right here for you, Gordon, if you need it.
Fire away.
DeSales is obviously number 1 in the conference. They're 10-1 in conference, 17-2 overall. Lycoming 7-3 in conference play. Stevens 7-3 in conference play. Delaware Valley 7-4 in conference play.
So depending on how they count those, those COVID games, Delaware Valley would be in a tie for Arcadia if they can't rally and win here, but Arcadia would have the tiebreaker by virtue of the sweep. Gomes, got it, count it, go into the line. Strong take there from the freshman, Jordan Gomes.
And that was working on Watkins too, so that's good to see.
In a short period of time, Gomes played the COVID-shortened season last year. His offensive game has really developed very quickly and very nicely in the post. And Jordan does miss it as someone shouts from the crowd, but Esther Diaz has the rebound. Godley Mark off glass, no. Ball tipped by Watkins. Out of bounds, last touched by Paulus, they say. Aggies are 2 of 11 from 3. They have not helped their cause on three-point plays. They've missed all 3 free throws following fouls. 50-34. Ejekadumi to Watkins. There's a flyby and an easy 2. Watkins 19 points on 8 for 12 shooting, and most of them have not come from more than a few inches away from the rim. Mark, tough shot, no. As everyone kind of watches it's deflected off of Nestor Diaz. That was weird.
Never seen that before. Everybody just kind of watched to see what would happen, I guess. I don't know.
Mesmerized by the ball.
And again, they're going to try to send Iguodala to slow down Wilkins. Again, I don't know how effective that's going to work. Because again, Watkins is very explosive, very fast for his size. So
18-point Arcadia advantage. It's the largest it's been all game. Watkins thinking about trying to make it larger.
I'm surprised he didn't put that three-point up right. I mean, he was wide open all by himself.
And Majekadumi is not a great three-point shooter, and he does like that shot, though. He's got a good mid-range jumper. 20-point lead for Arcadia, 54-34. And the Aggies in a bunch of trouble here. Had a very slow start last Wednesday night against Florham. This is not an opponent you can do that against. Diaz, shot, got it. Nice find from Iguodala. First bucket of the night for Nestor Diaz. Aggies down 18. 16:51 to play. Now it's Johnson with the easy layup. And a flop warning called on Del Val. First one is free, second one will cost you. Ewens Lazima checks in.
Lazima was a big reason why they got back into this game as well. I mean, his energy was incredible. So I'm glad Coach K brought him back in only 4 minutes into the second half.
Paulus for Lazima. For Diaz. No. Ball batted around, controlled by Arcadia. Majekadumi on a 4-on-1 break. And Arcadia. All right, that one doesn't make any sense.
I don't know how that's off Del Val, but
I think the official he just missed it. Three. No. Well, nobody there for the rebound, though. Three for money. And it is no good. Tapped by Gardner, no good. Gee grabs the rebound. Nice find, no good. Iguodala, yes. First bucket of the night for Iguodala as Majekadumi took one to the head.
Yeah, I think Iguodala caught him a little bit with that rebound, but
those are some cool sneakers on Majekadumi.
I think those are might be Giannis's sneakers.
Are they?
I believe
Very
so.
colorful.
I have a pair, not like that, but I do recognize the style.
Nas Johnson with the ball. His team up 18. Majekadumi falls in and gets the foul on Iguodala. That's Thomas's first foul. Aggies first of the second half. And Majekadumi back to the free throw line. He was 2 for 2 in the first half. Good free throw shooter, 77%. Hits the first. Nestor Diaz out. Edward Jones in. How did this team lose its first 9 games of the season?
I don't know. That's honestly, I was going to ask you that off the broadcast. They look really good.
Yeah, I mean, Lycoming lost a couple of games early, but they played top 10 teams. Arcadia did not play top 10 teams, but I don't know how they started 0-9.
Yeah, especially when you got a double-double machine like Jaylen Watkins on your team. I don't know.
And he did play in those games for the most part. He missed 2 this season. Ryan Black looking for a foul. No. Edward Jones tracks down the rebound. Black will try another one. That is way off the mark. Lazima with the rebound. Gee, no. And Lazima another rebound. And he's widely rewarded for all those rebounds. He gets a bucket. 4 points for Ewens. Aggies once again down 18. Money to Majekadumi, who thinks about an alley-oop. and will hit the three instead. And that's not a good idea. Taken away. Money back the other way. Johnson for three. Nope. Rebound, Edward Jones. Good box out by Ryan Black. But the Aggies are down 21 here and have not shown a whole lot of life in the second half.
Yeah, unfortunately the three ball is not helping at all. I mean, they're really struggling from the three.
Delaware Valley being outscored 21-6 from behind the arc. And Justin Money will take it to the bench and call timeout. Got a look at the Arcadia bench there as the Knights will talk it over, up 21 points here. I mentioned Delaware Valley's schedule. Arcadia's schedule is a lot more favorable from here. They will be home for Misericordia. If you take a look at Jaylen Watkins in action. Then at FDU Florham, who remains winless in conference. At Lycoming, that's a tough one. And then home for Kings, who's currently in the 8th spot in the conference. So, well, Delaware Valley will play 1, 2, 3, and 7. Arcadia will play 3, 8, 7, and 9. So, significantly easier schedule.
Again, just going off my point with that three-point game, 2 of 12, 16%. Yikes.
Yeah. Hey, look at Arcadia's results this year. They pretty much have beaten everyone you've expected them to beat and lost everyone you would expect them to lose to. So they don't have a lot of surprising results. They lost to Stevens, both games. They lost to DeSales, both games. They lost the one game they played against Lycoming, and they've beaten Florham and Kings and Wilkes and Misericordia and Delaware Valley. Dom Vasquez, who had a rough first half, checks in here. Still yet to see him shoot that 48% three-point shot, but right now Majeka Dumi is doing work. 23-point Arcadia lead, and Majeka Dumi now with 16 points on 5 for 9 shooting. Knights have hit 7 threes in 12 attempts. That was a long 2. And there's a foul on 24 would be Watkins. That's not who got the foul. Gabe Keir gets the foul. It's his first. DeGuglielmo returns.
If you're the Aggies, if you're any basketball team, it's pretty hard to beat a team that's shooting 58% from the field and, from three, and then 57% just from the field goal itself. So,
yeah, they're actually shooting better from 3 than from two. That shot is off the mark. Ball rolls into the hands of Jordan Gomes eventually. No. Yes. Godly Mark for 2.
And this is how they came back in the first half. This full court press and, unauthorized passing from Arcadia.
8 points for tough screen. Majeka Dumi for 3. He's having some fun.
He's feeling it.
19 points for Majeka Dumi. Layup up and good for Godly Mark. Guglielmo tracks it down. Whoops. Inadvertently tripped, but tripped nevertheless. Gomes picks up the foul. That is not a shooting foul. That is what DeGuglielmo would have done had he not been tripped, but he did not get to the point of doing it. Ryan Black out. Matt Paulus in.
Yeah, Paulus is going to start making some threes. I mean, again, he's coming off, I believe it's six threes. Wow.
DJ Gardner 2 for 2. 25-point Arcadia lead. Mark contorts in the air, gets it to go. He's got 14. The Aggies are trading 2 for 3, down 20. That's not a recipe to come back.
Don't shoot it from here. Oh, I thought he was going to shoot it from there.
I think that would get him a trip to the bench. But from there, he can shoot it. He's off the mark. And rebounded by Godley Mark.
Yeah, that's why I call it a heat check. He was just seeing if he still had it.
Robles, Montas for 2. No. Gomes. Easy putback over the top of Majekadumi, who might be a little tired. 21 point, Arcadia lead. I really want to see Dom Vasquez shoot. He has not had a chance to yet.
Yeah, a couple turnovers as well. He's just not had a great night so far. So
they're shooting 60% from 3. He hasn't attempted one yet. He shoots 50% from 3. And Majekadumi loses the ball. And Edward Jones for 2.
Edward Jones had a nice little strip there on the ball carrier, and
Adam Van Zelst saying, I called time out. "30-second timeout for the Knights." Aggies down 19.
Football team wants a tee on the coach.
Yeah.
Again, Gordon down by 19. You got to bring your best players in now. 11 minutes left. You got to make your push now.
Well, the Aggies are only really going to get back in this game if they hit a handful of threes here. They're 2 for 13.
They got to hit some threes, and they got to also stop them from hitting threes.
Yeah, that would also be good. Knights are 9 for 15 from 3. 3 for Majekadumi. And that's 5 seconds. Well, that's frustrating. You call timeout to prevent that from happening, and that happens anyway. So the Aggies can get a little closer here.
And you got a lot of reserves in for Arcadia, too. So this is the best time to come back right here. Paulus, your three-point specialist. Pernell Gee, your leading scorer. This is where that's going to be a foul on Gee, I think. Shot clock was not on, I don't believe, maybe?
Yeah, there shouldn't be 30 seconds on the shot clock. Maybe it did not start. Maybe there's something wrong with it.
I thought Gee was going to get called there.
Did he push off or something?
He, let's just say he thought he was playing an offensive lineman, I guess, for Delaware. So I guess that was the issue. They're putting 24 seconds on the shot clock now. Okay.
Guglielmo checks out. Watkins returns. Jordan Gomes back in the game. Ewens Lazima back in the game. Aggies down by 19. 11 minutes to play. Paulus to Gee, who lost it. Watkins with the steal. Lazima pokes it away. Knights will reset. Johnson for Gabe Keir.
Paulus on Watkins. Definitely a mismatch there. He's looking for it.
Yeah.
Paulus doing his best to stay in front of him, but
3 for Justin Money instead. No. And Watkins with the rebound. No. And Watkins with the rebound. Yes. 21 points for Jaylen Watkins. 21 points and 15 rebounds. Whew. And a touch foul on Justin Money. That's his third. Majekadumi in. Gabe Keir will grab a seat.
Well, I was talking about the Aggies, having a chance now. A lot of the reserves in for Arcadia, and
they're not there anymore.
Nope. About 30 seconds they gave their starters a rest.
Diaz for Lazima for Gee. Gomes will try a 3. No, that is not Jordan's shot. Not at this point in his career. He's just a freshman. He might develop that at some point.
A little too strong there, so.
Zima pokes the ball away. Nas Johnson. Good defense from Lazima.
I love Lazima, man. He's got some great energy and plays great on-ball defense.
Foul on Lazima. That is his second. And Lazima checks out. Godly mark in. Nope, Lazima gets to stay. It's Nestor Diaz who checks out. Nope, Nestor Diaz gets to stay. It's Jordan Gomes who checks out. Uh-oh. Jekadumi. Nope, and tough call on Gee there.
I thought he got there, but
I thought he was there too.
And again, we say Purnell has foul trouble there. That could have gone either way, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that foul. But down 21 with 9:30 left, and most likely going to be at least 22, if not 23.
Yeah, and this was double digits from really 2 minutes into the game.
Yeah, I mean,
the Aggies had it down to 8 at one point with Gee at the line for a three-point play, and it's been all downhill from there.
And honestly, I hate to say it, but the reason why it was so close is just Arcadia making mistakes.
Yeah, they had a rash of turnovers in their own backcourt. Majekadumi won't get the roll. It's about all he's missed, though. Watkins is 21, Majekadumi has 20. Godly mark, twisting and contorting, and a foul on Watkins, who doesn't like the call, but was about 4 feet into the arc. So there is no benefit of the doubt to give him on that because of how far close to the rim he is. And Van Zelst is not contesting it. Godly mark misses the first free throw. Wow. Well, there's somebody on the Arcadia bench who is
really fired up, and I'm shocked he didn't get a tee from that.
And
he's still going.
And he is like the 8th guy off the bench. He is not taking off his warm-ups, and the football team has found a friend, I think.
Yeah, and we always talk about them always picking on somebody. I think they found who they're going to be picking
somebody on. Somebody has volunteered. This team's up 23, though. Arcadia in control. Zima. Nope. Gee. Yes. Count it. He'll go to the line. Jekadumi says that one's on me. And that is his third if it's on Jekadumi. Yep. (74-53). Jordan Gomes.
Man, that guy on the Arcadia bench is going back
at it with a guy from the wrestling team. Is who he's arguing with.
There's no point of that for Arcadia. You're just get your team in trouble with technicals, so there's no reason.
And that will be, I mean, he is deep on the bench. He is not in the rotation. Oh. Jekadumi looking for the skip pass.
And again, he's going to come out. This is when you need him most, I would think.
Right, because if it's ever going to happen, it's going to happen now. You're not saving him for anything. Down 21. Watkins another rebound. He's got 16. And a good play there from Nas
Yeah, it was a
Johnson.
good two-man game right there.
Johnson, the freshman from Father Judge High School in Philly. Nice-looking freshman point guard. Mark swerves his round, but Thomas doesn't really have an angle. Paulus for three. No. Ibadapo, the offensive rebound. Blocked by Watkins. And Jordan Gomes with the rebound. Fourth block of the night for Jaylen Watkins. Gomes, yes.
Down another timeout.
Down to their last timeout now. The Aggies down 21.
The Aggies call 30 second timeout. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder, remain in the bleachers.
Whoa, that was impressive. You didn't see it on camera, but 4 cheerleaders just did a backward somersault from a standing position. Been a rough night here at James Work Gymnasium. Women lost by 29, men down 21.
There's
Justin
that full court
Money
pass I was talking about.
Intercepted by the Aggies. Godley Mark playing safety. Jordan Gomes left it short, got a look, but couldn't finish.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Jalen Watkins again hobbling. Don't know if he landed on that ankle wrong.
They could take him out. He's up.
Yeah, there's really no reason to keep him in anymore. But
or they could just let him keep scoring like he nearly does there. And Watkins with an awkward contort. Here's Vasquez for three. Oh, that was the guy we were waiting for. He misses it. Watkins with a foul.
Looks like a nice stroke, but
It did, yeah. That is Watkins' fourth. DeGuglielmo will check in. Watkins a little lame going to the bench, and that might be it for the big guy. Again, you're up 21.
Obviously, playoff starts, and there's no reason to play him anymore.
Yeah, Arcadia without Watkins would be a vastly different team. Still be pretty good, but a vastly different team, and you don't want to put him at risk. Cole Walker gets set to check back in for the Knights. Godley Mark, shot, got it. Godley Mark's had a nice night offensively. Whoops. And Gabe Keir with the foul. That is Keir's second. And Mark to the free throw line. "17 points for Mark. And he'll stick on 17 for the moment. 3 for 5 from the foul line. Aggies are just 5 of 10 from there tonight. DeGuglielmo checks out. Cole Walker returns. Walker played just a minute in the first half. And Mark misses them both. So that goes down in the stat sheet as another 3-on-1 fast break that produces 0 points. Vasquez from Majekadumi. Walker. Mismatch on Godley Mark. Got it. Count it. He'll go to the line. "11th game played on the season for Cole Walker. He averages 4 points per game. 4 of 7 from the foul line. Godley Mark picks up his 4th foul. He'll sit. Aggies down a bunch with under 6 to play. And free throws no good for Walker. Uzima. Fouled by Kier or Majekadumi, one or the other. Majekadumi, that'll be his fourth. And that is single bonus time now for the Aggies. Uzima, not really the guy you want shooting these. He's 3 for 8. Not a large sample size, but not much success either. Nope. Aggies are 5 of 12 from the foul line.
Just nothing's falling for them tonight, unfortunately, Gordon. I think that's the biggest difference in this game. You know, it's just nothing's falling, everything's falling for Arcadia, and some nights it's just like that. You know.
Aggies 2 for 15 from 3, and 5 of 12 from the foul line. Vasquez steps out of bounds. They've had a great night. He has not. He says, I can't believe it. Now Aggies all too willing to give the ball back. Turnover number 12 for Del Val. Vasquez. DJ Gardner steps through the screen. Now Justin Money, who's had a relatively quiet night. And won't get that to drop, but he's fouled and he'll go to the foul line. I'll correct myself. Money's done better than I thought. He's got 11 points. Got a chance for more. He's basically right on his season average. Money is the only player for the Knights that started every single game. It's the first. 68% free throw shooter. Second team all-conference last year. In that weird season where each team only played 4 of the other teams in the back, home and home. Arcadia and Del Val did play, and Arcadia won both of those games too. 23-point Arcadia lead. He spins on Walker, fouled, and he'll go to the foul line.
A little fun fact for you, Gordon. Pernell Gee is second to Mac Freedom in scoring despite only playing 23.9 minutes per game.
He's second in the conference in scoring? Wow. That is a fun fact.
Especially, like it says here, only 23 minutes a game. Again, he has a lot of foul trouble, and you know, so that just shows how efficient he can be when he's on the floor. It's just, can he stay on the floor is the real question.
15 points tonight in 20 minutes, so he's pretty much right on that. He averages 16. If he hits the free throw here, that's what he averages on the season. Nope, not yet at least. Mark for 3. Nope. And Pernell dives to the ball. Good hustle from Pernell Gee. All bad pass from Pernell Gee. Money. Nice touch pass to Walker. And Walker scores over the top of the much shorter Nestor Diaz. 24-point Arcadia lead. That is not quite the largest lead. They led by 25 at one point. Robles Montas, no. He spins, shot, no. Follow, tip, no. Batted around. Mark, no. Robles Montas, no. And a foul. Aggies in the double bonus. Although they're shooting 6 for 14, so I'm not sure you can call that a bonus at this point. Fouls on Dom Vasquez, his first. Aggies have had, this looks like a misprint. The Aggies have had 24 offensive rebounds. They have 15 defensive rebounds. That tells you Arcadia is not missing very much.
Yeah, I mean,
and they're missing a whole lot.
If you're just looking at the statistics, and if you're a basketball fan, you see 24 offensive rebounds, you're thinking, man,
that looks like it's reversed. It looks like a mistake.
Del Val should be killing this team, I would think. But again, like you said, they're just hitting everything, and unfortunately for the Aggies, they're not hitting much at all, if at any.
Robles Montas gets 1 of 2. Aggies down by, or 2 points. I'm sorry, he gets them both. Aggies down 22. Jaylen Watkins is back. Foul is on Ryan Black, and Watkins will go to the foul line. Watkins, 23 points, 19 rebounds, 4 blocks, 2 steals, 1 assist in 27 minutes.
I'm curious what his career high rebounds is.
We could look that up.
Because if it's not what he's at now, he's got to be pretty close.
Well, I would think. Vasquez for 3. No. Ryan Black for 3. Yes. Second 3 of the night for Ryan Black. Aggies get it within 19. Under 3 minutes to play.
Ryan Black with another steal going the other way.
4-on-1 break. And the Aggies get 2. And Van Zels calls timeout as he sees his lead trickle down to 17. Ibadapo with his second basket of the night. Now his high for rebounding this season is 23 against Cabrini.
Oh my God.
18 points, 23 rebounds. His high for scoring is what he's got right now, 23. This is his high scoring performance. We could go back in time and see if that's any different. Nice performance of the cheerleaders tonight.
Yeah, some different formations I've never seen before, so.
Yeah, Watkins only started 3 games last year for whatever reason. And had 15 rebounds in one of them. I'm guessing that 23 is his high.
Okay. So if this was a closer game, he probably would have beaten it.
Yes.
Today.
That's a good way of putting it.
And again, I'm just shocked that he's even back out there. Just, you know, anything can happen at any moment. I get it, but.
Oh, maybe that's his exclamation point right there. 25 points for Watkins. And again, a lot of them have come from pretty much that range.
Yep. And again, it just shows, though, that Aggies really don't have anybody to cover that. That's, again, we said at the top of the game that they have a lot of length, a lot of height on Arcadia, and we have Ibadapo pretty much, and I guess Pernell Gee might be our second tallest player.
Yeah, Jordan Gomes is a very undersized too. A good player, and I think he's going to be he's just a freshman still.
Yeah.
But he is not a power forward or a center. Now it's Johnson for the jumper. No, air ball. Uh-oh,
here comes the guy that...
Well, the gym's going to get real loud here. Not quite as loud as when Lauren Moretti scored her 1,000th point, but the fan favorite is going to get in here, and I'm using that term facetiously because the wrestling team and the football team has been riding this guy pretty hard who's about to come in. I'm not even sure what his name is because he's had his warm-ups on the entire night, so... We'll find out in a second here. Jekadumi for 3. No.
Maybe we won't even see him if
I was going to say, maybe. Well, that's...
Now we'll see him.
Yeah. Not really a good place for a no-look pass. Your team down 22.
Number 10.
All right, so that's Sean Rafferty. He is a junior forward from Westchester, Pennsylvania. This is his 8th appearance of the season. He's averaging under 1 point per game. Other players checking in here for the Knights. Dave Lee, freshman from Boyertown, Pennsylvania. You got number 12, that's James Ashford IV, a freshman from nearby Bensalem. Number 14 for the Knights in, that's Josh Steele, a sophomore from Exton. And the last guy in, who I did not quite catch, that is Cameron Parks, a freshman from Skippack, Pennsylvania. Well, here's a 3, no good, and off of all kinds of stuff. Aggies have Dario Medina in the game. This is just the second time he's played this year, or third time. So Medina, Ibadapo, Robles, Montas, Richard Thomas, and Ryan Black. Tough shot, no. And rebound controlled by Rafferty.
There he is.
Lining up a 3, good. Josh Steele for 3. He's 3 for 4 on the season from there. Medina. No. Whoops. Robles Montas, no, he's fouled and will go to the line. $19-point Arcadia lead. They're going to sweep the season series with Delaware Valley with ease. 26-point win the first time around. This one's not going to really be any closer, even if the score suggests it is. Robles Montas hits his first. So the Knights will have the tiebreaker on Del Val and will be in pretty good position for that 4th playoff spot. Unless they fall apart down the line, that means these two teams would see each other again in the first round of the conference playoffs, if the seedings hold the rest of the way. Well, the fans desperately want Rafferty to touch the ball. That's not going to happen. Now your final score tonight, an impressive win for the Knights. They started fast, they finished strong, and they sweep tonight's doubleheader with Delaware Valley. Your final score, Arcadia, oh, there you go, he hits a 3. Arcadia 87, Delaware Valley 70. Final thoughts from this one, Eric, other than sometimes it's just not your day.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Just, sometimes shots just don't fall, and tonight's one of those nights. I mean, Matt Paul is your best three-point shooter. I think he went
He made his first shot. He didn't make another one the rest of the night.
Yeah, he went 1 of 5 from the three-point line, so, below average of what he's usually shooting, and, yeah, unfortunately, this is one of those games you just throw away the tape and just go on to the next one.
So the Aggies beaten soundly here tonight. Your final numbers, Arcadia shoots 54% from the floor. They did eventually shoot a little worse from 3, but they still shot 45% from 3. And they outscore the Aggies 30-12 from behind the arc. 11 for 16 from the foul line, pretty much putting Arcadia right on their season average. The teams finished with 44 rebounds, although they got there in really weird ways, but the Aggies with 25 offensive rebounds. Aggies shot 35%, 28 of 79. They were 4 of 20 from behind the arc, and they were just 56% from the foul line, 10 for 18. Assist to turnover advantage, +2 for Arcadia, 20 assists to 18 turnovers. The Aggies were a -7, 7 assists to 14 turnovers. Big nights for Jaylen Watkins, 25 points, 19 rebounds, 4 blocks, in 29 minutes. That is a new career high for scoring for Jaylen Watkins. Sam Majekadumi, 20 points on 6 for 12 shooting, hit 3 threes, 5 of 6 from the foul line. He also had 8 assists. Double digits for Justin Money for the Aggies. Godley Mark with 17 points on 7 for 17 shooting, 3 for 6 from the foul line. Like everybody else, he did not make a 3. Pernell Gee finished with 15 points in 22 minutes. Leading rebounder for the Arcadia was, of course, Watkins. He had 19. Leading rebounder for Delaware Valley was Pernell Gee. He had 10. that'll do it for us for tonight's broadcast. Arcadia wins both games on the women's and the men's side. Our next broadcast will be 10 days from today. Not next Wednesday, but the Saturday after that, when the Aggies will play Wilkes University, I believe, and then finish off the regular season with the Sails. Until then, for Tony, our producer, Shad, and Eric, and everybody here at Delaware Valley, have a good night, everyone.